This is the Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm joined by Evie
Hello?
and Nicole,
Hello, hello.
and we are watching one of my favorites, Tangent. Hey, Colin Cunningham.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Yay,
back.
Colin's back. So this was filmed at the Pitt Meadows Regional Airport, for those who are curious.
Right. General Vidrine. I loved this character. I really
Oh,
wish
me
we
too.
saw him more.
Oh, he
Same.
he is very good. I was gonna say about Vadrine's mustache.
I was
Apparently
gonna
it
say,
isn't
ooh,
it doesn't meet Air Force regulation
Really?
requirements, so it should end at the corners of his mouth to meet the standards.
well, I think he looks damn good, so I
I
don't
think
care.
it looks great.
It
Yeah.
does look great. I love a good bit of facial hair, so
Good salutes.
very crisp.
Gene Diada, the harbinger of doom known as Disaster Davis. Every time he turns up, things go wrong.
Yes, they do. So we haven't actually seen Colin for a couple of episodes. So he was in the first episode of this season, Small Victories. And we have the pleasure of seeing him again in 5 episodes time in Absolute Power.
Yep.
I'm big.
These two. This is fantastic. In all
So,
seriousness, if that's okay with you, Colonel. Cool shot.
It
Yeah.
is. It is a cool shot. So Tilt claims that he's to the southwest, but then approaches straight up runway 18. So runway numbers correspond to their direction. So runway 18 means he's heading 180 degrees, which is due south, not southwest.
I did not know that, and I'm the son of
Yeah.
a pilot. I'll be.
I love that.
Apparently, yeah.
That is very cool, actually. Very cool fact. Yeah, slapping an American bumper sticker on there don't mean it's ours.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, didn't we briefly see the X-301 under construction at Area 51 like 2 seasons ago
That's
in
correct.
Touchstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it was the old Death Gliders.
Yeah, it was a Death
Yes.
Gliders being worked
So,
on and
yeah,
tested,
They
yeah.
were doing something with it for sure. Yeah.
I like the music.
Yes.
Oh, very
Great
good
theme.
music.
Joel did a great job.
Yeah.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, this episode received a Gemini Award nomination for Best Visual Effects.
Oh, there's a lot of good visual effects.
Yeah,
I'm very
there
excited.
is.
A very Jack response. Just like, yeah, I get it.
So what you're seeing, the cloud reflection, is actually a drum
Yeah, isn't it that they just spin it
that
and it
just
shows
is
clouds?
spun with the
Yeah.
cloud. Yep.
That's so clever.
I remember
and
learning
simple.
that years ago from
Yep.
behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We don't see him smile very often. It's nice to see.
No,
him
we
smile.
don't. He's got such a lovely smile.
Yeah.
So this might be the only episode of Stargate SG1 so far where the actual Stargate isn't really shown. So Daniel and Sam like use it to travel to the mining planet, but we don't really see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And I thought this was kind of fun. So even though the prototype glider is gone by the end of this episode, it represents a significant leap for the SGC in their mission to obtain advanced alien tech to
They're
battle
technically
with.
succeeding. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I wonder if they towed it
so-
back to Earth, or if they just left it float
No,
out there.
I just assume they just left it.
Yeah,
How hard
big
would it be to
effort.
tow that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this episode we see the return of Carmen Agenziano as
Woo.
Jacob. So this is his first appearance in almost a season. So the last time we saw him was in The Devil You Know, which was
Whoa.
Really?
season 3,
Yeah,
episode
I guess
13.
so.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we kind of mentioned this already, but Stephen Williams as Lieutenant General Maurice Vadrine. So this is his first of 3 appearances in Stargate, and he'll return for Absolute Power as well.
Yeah.
And also in season 7's Enemy Mine. And
Woohoo!
he's widely recognized for his role as Captain Adam Fullerton in 21 Jump Street alongside Peter DeLuise. So it's
Mm.
Yeah,
interesting
Gene
to
Diada
note
said, gotta love that
Peter-
cameo.
Yeah, Peter directs all 3 Stargate episodes featuring Stephen.
Love that.
Makes a lot of sense.
And if I'm not mistaken, he was also like, is it the smoking man in X-Files?
Him?
No,
but that actor was Damaris, the Ori prior in the Fourth Horseman.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Light that candle. In all seriousness, if that's okay with you, Colonel.
Polite way to say shut up.
It's really like funny, but kind of makes me sad that the pair off that always seems to be happening at the moment is Daniel, Sam, and Teal'c and Jack.
Like, I'm sure they did that
mix and match. I know, but mix and match. Like, I miss seeing them all.
The whole sort of shippery season that this is. I think they're just trying to distance themselves from that a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I just miss seeing Daniel and Teal'c.
Yeah. So as we just saw a second ago, so this is written by Michael Cassett. So this is his only Stargate episode.
Damn good episode.
Actually has some history with Brad Wright. He was a co-executive producer on The Outer Limits for 5 episodes.
Lockwood just said Stephen Williams is Mr. X in the X-Files.
Mr. X, thank you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I completely forgot that. So thank you, both Evie and Lockwatcher, for drawing it to attention.
So I kind of pointed you in the wrong direction, but
somewhat correct direction.
So Sam mentioned the vessel's air missiles before. So apparently these are outdated missiles that were phased out in 1996.
Oh,
so they were also built. For atmospheric use and not space combat. So it's sort of odd that they included them in such an advanced spacecraft. The only thing that I could think of is, considering that they are Naquita enhanced and sort of only used as kind of a canvas, that perhaps they were just sort of old parts and they were just reusing them for like a cost-saving measure.
Yeah. God, the music in this episode is so good. Maybe
it's
that's why I enjoy it so much.
I was going to say, I was watching this on Saturday while I was eating dinner, and I had to stop it for a second because I realized that I was eating in tune with the music and I almost gave myself indigestion.
With the rhythm?
I'm just imagining
that's funny.
Imagining you just like get off the fork in the spaghetti and twiddling the spaghetti to the speed and then trying to chew at the same pace.
Oh my god! I was like, why do I feel sick? Oh wait, I'm eating at the same speed and intensity of the scene. So we're going to have our first pop culture reference coming up. It's very, very loose, but Jack says, Cheyenne, we have a problem. So you could kind of tribute that to Apollo 13.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There it is.
And this is just them on set, sitting in front of that's a...
I know. When I saw
the other one's just a Starfield
image,
tarp.
I saw an image of that and it kind of ruined it. It's like, I don't really want to see behind the curtain.
That's it.
It's
Size
shrinking.
remains constant.
Oh, Peter Williams and his voice cameo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That is such a good cameo voice.
Yep.
I'm glad he comes back to do that.
So when you look at it, it's strange that Apophis's recall device kicked in when it did. So Teal'c had already piloted this ship twice before, once for Vadreen's demo, obviously, and when he first took the Death Glider from Apophis's ship in the Serpent's Lair. So the device only triggered on his third flight. So I was kind of thinking that perhaps Apophis has a 3-strike rule for his ship.
It's a legitimate gripe.
Yeah, I think that Apophis is a bit too much of like and I say this respectfully, a dum-dum to come up with smart things like this. Yeah. Like, he's not exactly the smartest overdressed bad guy, is he? Like, this is something I'd expect from like Anubis or Baal or like Cyrus, but not Apophis, He's too busy choosing his next outfit.
He's too blinded by
He's
age,
always
maybe.
busy putting on airs.
I feel like his assistants decided to do this. they were like, oh, it'll be a really good idea. Just implant this into the Death Glider. That's a great idea. And then they just took Apophis, the notepad where he has to put his signature, and then he did that, and then that was it.
Oh, okay. So he just blindly signed something.
Yeah.
Right.
And they use like.
I wonder if they
voice.
recorded it at the same time as that message. What's the name of the episode with the kids that were training on that planet?
I dislike it so much I can't even remember.
Yeah, previous season, yeah.
What's it
Rules
called?
of Engagement.
That's it.
Yes, Rules of Engagement. Maybe they recorded it in the same booth.
This dialogue
at the same time. No, the Apophis message from the ship.
Yeah.
Right, from this episode.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
just being silly. Like maybe,
I see what
maybe
you're saying.
they recorded it in the same booth. You know, Apophis, we're going to do this message at the same time. Maybe you can record something for your Shovars.
Once more with feeling. That's funny. Apophis, this is your agent. You're being a little over the top right now. We need you to tone it back.
Where have I heard that before?
I'm quoting McKay from Redemption.
That's it. That's what I was trying to remember when it's him saying it to Anubis.
Yes.
Like Anubis. Yeah, like oh my god.
This is your agent speaking. Could you clean it up a little bit, please? Here, we're on the clock. We don't want to kick over the union rates.
Again, why McKay's my favorite.
Yeah, carry the 4. I say that all the time.
Attempt at math.
It's funny.
That's what I say when I'm doing spreadsheets with my boss and we're both just really bad at it. I'm just like carry the 4, and then we give up. So, and then we say let's get our coworker who knows better to do it for us.
I actually used this yesterday. A guy got in my back seat, and he was at a bar with 2 girls. He was like, "I was hoping to take both of them home."
Whoa!
And he's the only one in the car. And I turn around and I say, "Well, let me do the math on that." And he laughed out loud.
That's a good comeback. I love how the insults don't make it through in the transmission.
Yeah, they get garbled out.
That's a shame. So they say Zulu a lot in this episode. What does that mean?
Okay, so I actually was going to say this.
Okay,
so,
thank you, Evie.
I didn't know this, but Zulu time is a universal standard that remains constant across all time zones. So it's used by NATO and military forces, particularly in aviation, and it ensures that pilots worldwide operate on the same 24-hour clock to avoid confusion across different locations.
And do we know what time zone Zulu is synced up to?
Time?
Well, yeah, what I was going to say
really smug
is
if that's the
there
case.
was a comment on IMDb that pointed out that Jack's watch should already be set to mountain time, which aligns with the SGC's time zone anyway.
Yeah.
So converting it to Zulu sort of adds like a layer of unnecessary complexity. So especially considering like Jack's limited oxygen supply, and he's going to have like, he's going to have limited cognitive abilities as well. So it kind of makes it a little bit more confusing. They could have just stuck with mountain time, but
yeah.
Yeah,
the writers wanted to be fancy though. So
yeah.
So Zulu is Greenwich Mean Time.
Yes.
Suck it, everyone. I don't know why. I just love it. I'm just my arrogance.
Imperials.
They also mentioned a time delay, so apparently it's not completely accurate. So the signal travel time from Earth to around like Jupiter would be approximately 30 minutes at light speed, even in the best of conditions.
Yeah,
they say it's only a few minutes.
We just need a nudge.
Yeah. No nudging capabilities.
Negative nudging. But I'm thinking here. Yep.
So,
shoot.
according to Tilk, it would take the X-301 centuries to reach Apophis's worlds. So apparently, even traveling at 100,000 mph, it would take 2,700 years to the nearest star, and it would take weeks to get to Jupiter. So, yet they arrive at Jupiter quite quickly and seem to stay there for hours without any explanation for decelerating, which contradicts their high speed. So they should have flown past Jupiter, not remained near it.
Yep.
But a person on Reddit have theorized that maybe the recall device might have made the glider faster, as Apophis would want to see the traitor's face sooner.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have hung around Jupiter. They would have flown right by it.
Yeah. Would it be possible for Jupiter's gravity to kind of like tug on it a little bit and be like, no, get back here?
Oh yeah, every body is every gravity field is tugging. You know.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering if it could tug enough to slow it down a smidge, and then somehow, because of their failed slingshot, they then speed up again.
Hey, it's sci-fi. Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna make up the rules. Oh, Major Davis.
Can you hit a gas giant?
I mean,
I don't know.
I think I guess so, but in a compact way.
But yeah.
The center of Jupiter is still like there, isn't it? And you just need to get through like thousands and thousands of meters of like gas.
There is no. I mean, it's gas all the way through.
Isn't there like there a central part to it though? Isn't there some form of central part?
It's just gravity.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sure it'll crush you like a bug.
Yeah, I was gonna say surely what they mean by hitting Jupiter is like the gravity, like the level of gravity.
Yep.
Like Starbuck in that one episode.
There's 1,000 Earths can fit inside of Jupiter, and 1,000 Jupiters can fit inside the sun. So, approximately.
Can someone in the chat please confirm that Jupiter has no actual middle?
It doesn't. Of course, it has a middle, but it's a gassy middle.
Is it? That's what I wonder. Is it a gassy middle?
Yes.
Can we have confirmation
Nicole,
it's a gassy middle?
You can really you can see Jupiter on like a personal level because you both have a gassy middle.
Oh,
Nicole, that was a great joke. That was such a good joke. I'm gonna use that.
I always think every time I see these effects, nope, we're gonna hit the dot.
You're gonna hit the dot.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Eek.
Yeah, dodge that with your heads. Right, exactly. Like that'll do it again.
Yeah, it's just
it's like when I'm on Xbox and when somebody's trying to shoot at me, I'm trying to hide around a corner. I instinctively like pull my head and I'm like, what am I doing?
So did the impact of the missile throw their course off, or were the calculations incorrect?
I
think the calculations might have been incorrect, but I think the missile probably didn't help.
Mm-hmm.
So Joseph Malozzi complimented Michael Cassett on his blog for the sci-fi authenticity in this episode draft. So he also mentioned that "no joy on the burn" became his favorite phrase for any disappointments, whether it was a script, production, or even lunch.
We have no joy on the burn.
So Carter estimates Carter's estimate on the time it would take to reach the Oort cloud is off by about 21 years. So the Oort cloud is way further away. It's 2,000 times the distance from Earth to the sun, and at their speed it'll take a lot longer to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Gecko Fett said scientists are currently unsure if the core of Jupiter's core is solid. But there is some information, because I just looked up as well, just out of curiosity. Apparently there is some information going it possibly isn't, but they won't know for sure without further testing.
Interesting.
And Lockhart said a comet hit Jupiter in 1994.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
I was wondering about the bathroom situation aboard this thing.
Oh, me too. I can't help but think about the bathrooms.
Acknowledges it, yeah.
Yeah. So there was a goof just there. So Tilk's reflection was facing
Yes.
that direction.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That was so obvious. Like it's so.
It's just a twin of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it always. I couldn't pinpoint like the reason why that always bothered me, but that's it.
There you go.
Freeze dried O'Neill and Teal'c. There'll be icicles.
That actually sounds really good to me right now. I'm sitting in a room that's like 35 degrees Celsius.
Nicole, Evie has gone cannibal.
Okay, we've accidentally triggered a Jupiter core talk in the chat.
Oh, okay.
NASA says it is still unclear if deeper down Jupiter has a central core of solid material, or it may just be a thick, super hot, and dense soup. So
a dense soup.
I mean, it's always going to be unclear. I mean, at the center of Earth, there might be a giant spinning wheel with a hamster. I mean,
I like to think of that.
You can't know for sure.
No,
that's true.
Oh boy.
Operative refusing to say it's Jacob.
Yeah.
Do you think Anise gave as much information as she did?
I think she
hinted.
Her
feelings for Jack, or her feelings for Daniel, or just she was doing them a favor.
Or Anise, Anise had feelings for Daniel, but no, it's. I think that she really was doing them a favor. So.
Big brain.
Yep.
Their covert, not so covert operation.
Yeah.
When I saw Jacob was in this episode, when I was watching it the first time, I was like, yes!
Yeah,
this is actually
so excited.
It's only like the final quarter of the episode, but it's a good little.
It is.
I wish they wouldn't like show who's guest starring in the episode, because it always bugs me.
Right.
Jeff Golka now tries to cover it up. And then the one time he forgets to cover it up, but the one time he did cover it up was in season 9, and it did a recap with Vala, and he was like, oh my god, I get to see Vala, and then she didn't turn up, and he was so heartbroken. And I was like, the one time you cover it up,
there's a couple instances where it's specifically removed in the franchise. The first one that I can think of is Jolinar's Memories, where they left Peter Williams at the end.
That's it. Yes.
As a surprise. And the second one, do you guys know what it is?
Oh, is it like Tori Higginson coming back in that one episode of Atlantis?
That's correct. That's exactly right. Okay. It was so
Be All My Sins Remembered?
Be All My Sins Remembered. That's right.
The one that we had a spat about in LA?
Yeah.
I think that's why I remember it so well.
Yeah, the reflections. They're not mirrored.
Yeah. Ballistic and also useless.
Yeah. I love when they get in their black covert getup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. They all look really like hot in their black getup.
Yeah, it's a sick outfit.
Yeah.
Yep. But let's not say it aloud. We want it to be a surprise. For those who have not read
now that you've told me about the reflections, I can't stop seeing
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It can only be Jacob, really, because Anise, I assume, doesn't really go off world, and
Martouf is dead.
Passed away. So
Martouf's gone.
Yeah. All we have left is Lantash.
So the scene coming up, or the bit coming up at the end of the scene. So a Gateworld reviewer said that this scene captured the despair of Jack and Teal'c's predicament, enhanced by the powerful music. Sorry, so you can't hear it. And it was more impactful than the scene in Nemesis where Teal'c was floating in space, unable to reach Thor's ship.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just really love episodes where there's a clock. There's not actually a clock, but there's like, time's ticking, and the characters are in like, despair. They're trapped. I don't know why. Something about this and trying to figure it out, even though I know they're going to make it because I'm rewatching it, still stresses me out. It's why like There But For the Grace of God will forever be my favorite episode, because the stress of dialing that gate and the isolation is so good.
It's really palpable.
Yeah.
So the external special effects shots are apparently the same shots used in Need from season 2.
Yep. It's another gold mine.
Yeah. It's
just a carbon copy.
Yeah.
Oh, Need.
Good old Need. I'm so glad that one's behind us.
Me too.
It's got some good spots in it, but sitting through the whole thing can sometimes be really hard.
Yeah,
agreed.
The only part I like is Daniel and Jack having that big hug at the end.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear those rings? Oh, there we go.
You doing that reminds me of like McKay being like, no, I didn't take some of the enzyme, I took a lot of the enzyme. Like, I can't wait to get there. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh, here we go.
Yay!
Great shot. Great reveal. Now I'm going to chew you out.
Yeah, in one breath.
You're going to regret saying that.
Yeah, well, as soon as he hears what's going on, he's like, okay, I'm done ranting. Let's go save them.
Yeah. He's like, good enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Not so covert. Like the gate is like
big blue puddle.
Obvious when it opens, so.
Oh, I love that. Go. The immediate adjustment.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, like one of my favorite dynamics in like books, television, film is when like the father-in-law gets along really well with like the partner. So like I love that Jack and Jacob have such a beautiful dynamic, and Sam's like, the thing they have greatly in common. Means a lot to me as a shipper.
Mm-hmm. They can't pull it off. They just can't get there fast enough.
No.
But Teal'c has this cute little feature called deep sleep.
Yes. Kel Norim. Suck it, calculations.
Right? 24 minus 12.
His symbiote is going to carry the force successfully.
Yes, it will.
Jacob Olihar's good enough. This moment shows so everything cute about this character.
Honestly, Jacob is so great.
He's a badass. But he's still dad.
I love Jacob.
I can't wait to see Braytac again. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like these like men all filled in the father figure hole that I was looking for.
They've got like dad energy. It's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's mentioning solitudes.
Yes, he is.
He's freezing to death.
As enjoyable as it sounds.
I would love to be freezing right now.
Ah, yeah, your AC's on the fritz.
Nice. Yeah.
That was a great twist.
Yeah.
Who will I talk to? Oh, this is one of my favorite speeches from the show.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
And Jack just doesn't know what to say in response.
There's nothing to say.
This is what I do when people try to be nice to me. I'm like,
But I love the look on Teal'c's face. It's like, it's your turn now.
Over to you.
Yeah.
It's like they say something profound. Nothing comes to mind. Blow it.
Back at ya.
Yeah.
Very profound.
This is a great finish, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
The Jack's nod to the situation. It's like, seriously? I wouldn't call this well.
This is literally like Jack's response is is very much like when people try to be really nice and sweet to me, I'm kind of like I try to be nice, but like inside I'm like, ugh. I can't.
Why?
I can't do it. I don't know how to be nice. Like, my mum was being emotional with me the other day, and I was like, ew, we don't do this. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Stop crying. I'm like, I patted her back. I was like, Pat, are you okay? Okay. I don't know what to do.
Oh, Nicole, that's actually really sad.
I
think that you are not comfortable with the mushy stuff.
No, which is I'm comfortable with it on my own.
Here comes Selmac.
Yeah. So after so many like frustrating dealings with the Tok'ra, it looks like Earth has finally caught onto their tactics.
Yeah.
So in a way, the student planet has become the teacher planet. And Jacob is about to mention Star Trek with Scotty.
Yeah.
Beam them out. What am I, Scotty?
Scotty is a who, good. Not a what, but yes. A leap, yeah. And hope that they don't go too far outside of the rings to cut themselves in half.
Yeah. Lawson said I saw Tony Amendola
shot.
In an episode of Columbo last night. I had no idea it was in Columbo. Got to go rewatch that. I love Columbo.
So it kind of looks like the X-301 is passing a star, so presumably our sun.
Yeah.
But since they're supposed to be heading away from the solar system towards the Oort cloud, crossing in front of the sun shouldn't be possible.
Well, they're not really crossing it. It's just the angle of the shot.
Yeah.
And you can assume that the camera is also moving at a certain speed. You gotta buy it. Why are you ripping this apart?
I do.
I'm saying it.
Like,
it's all convoluted as I'm saying it. It's like, this is not working. My answer sucks. So, this is a good
The thing is, when you watch these kinds of things, especially like Stargate, you got to really believe it. And frustratingly, because Star Wars takes place like, in a galaxy far, far away, and because they do so much stupid crap in Star Wars that like is not even remotely close to real. You just believability goes higher because you're like, well, that's a whole other thing. But because this is but because this is our world, it's a bit harder to buy, and that's the only thing that's a bit tough. Jed Ted said, Nicole, not big on chick flick moments. I love them. I just don't know how to share the words with other human beings.
You don't know how to reciprocate.
Yeah, like I can read that stuff and watch that stuff and be like, to like myself.
I don't know. I think you just have a different way of showing your affection for someone.
Yeah, buying Evie lattes.
Yes, and you bought me that like limited edition Pride and Prejudice with like the letters that were like written. I think we showed you.
Yeah, I also got her a heart-shaped confetti that like exploded out. That's all Pride and Prejudice quotes. So
yes, you did. I still find some of that floating around every now and then in the office because I think that's where I opened it.
Brilliant. Oh, here we go. It wasn't us. It was our government.
Oh my god, I love this.
He's not the same man as he was before he merged.
Yeah. Was he called them infantile?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
You also stole the tech. You've mastered it, but you stole it.
Woo! That's my favorite quote. Like the way that he kind of roasts America there is quite funny. The way he's like slap a bumper sticker. Like he's an American who's like adapted to.
He's not one anymore.
Everything.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, he is, but philosophy. So I love the flat Earth comment. That was great.
Yeah,
it's like they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And we pulled over at an exit occupied by Heru'ur.
So a Gateworld reviewer wondered why two Goa'uld motherships and a bad neighborhood were located so near to Earth. It's a little bit scary.
Well, I mean, near as opposed to where, the ship was located originally. But yeah, I mean, Heru'ur, I'm not surprised that the son of Ra, controls this part of town.
Yeah, that makes sense.
True.
Oh boy. Well, you better
Don't
get
worry,
back there, Dad.
The great and powerful is here.
Oz the Great
Yes.
Powerful.
Yeah, so that's obviously another
That's
pop culture reference to The Wizard of Oz. That'll be
Honestly.
our third, I think, in this episode so far.
Just use your imagination. Give me some time.
Oh, he does.
I just can't believe that that's the one he goes for.
I love it. I love it how it repeats it back to him before it broadcasts.
Well, it's speaking in a Goa'uld voice.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I also like he also says Hans Olo instead of Han Solo in Prometheus Unbound.
Yeah, that's right. Hans
Daniel's
Olo.
so funny. God, this is awful. You're just listening to a man slowly dying. This is a horrible way to like do your day.
Colin is great here too. Colin's as exhausted as Jack is.
See, this is what makes
nothing either
him...
of them can do.
Yeah,
so frustrating.
This is what makes him such a great character. He's the one that sits at home and has to listen to all this crap go down, and it's like it must take a toll.
Yeah. I can't imagine his ulcers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'd need to be on some sort of anti-anxiety medication, I think.
Is that what makes ulcers?
Ulcers are stress related.
Stress related, yeah.
I've had like 3 this week.
Seriously?
I'm not even that stressed. I get
stomach, not stomach ulcers, just like mouth ulcers.
Ones. Yeah, I get like 1 a week at least
stomach
on
ulcers,
average.
I meant.
Yeah.
That's great and powerful.
The confusion when he responds.
Motto Oz.
I'm a new golden town.
Look at his face. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got to yeet out of here quick.
I was waiting for you to say yeet. I'm so proud.
So Sam is about to say punch it, which is possibly a tribute to Star Wars because it mirrors Han Solo's instruction to Chewie.
Yeah.
So Sam also uses this line in The Serpent's Lair. I was going to say like slightly off topic, but
wow, they really reused all these shots, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, they did. Adam and I have been rewatching the latest season of Below Deck Med, and Captain Sandy said light up the engines, and Adam's been like repeating it ever since.
Light up the engines.
Where did they just pull those shots from? Like the 2 gliders coming out.
The devil you know.
From? Yeah, and then the ones that the 2 gliders chasing the actual thing is the devil.
The cargo ship. That's the devil you know.
Yeah.
I'm saying the initial shot of them coming out of the mothership.
Reuse,
coming
recycle.
Out of that's from season 201.
Yeah.
Yep.
When they're escaping.
What a shot! That is so cool.
It is. This is my favorite shot in the episode.
Yeah.
The glider looks like a toy in that other shot.
I love the way that he responds so quietly. He's like, what? Oh, the nudge. Yeah, give him a nudge. This is so hilarious. They
could be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Yell. What?
We just need a nudge.
See, there's your US.
Yep, there it is.
Bumper sticker. There it
is. I love how they show that.
Yeah. Oh, so like what you said, when they do the bump maneuver, it was a real shot looking over Jack's shoulder to the other ship. On the same soundstage, didn't require any effects.
Oh, cool.
Shot right here.
Okay. Well, that explains why the nose of the cargo ship got damaged, because they had to replace it.
Oh.
This is so cute.
It is very cute.
Is it hypoxia? Is that what he's...
Yeah, so they're dealing with hypoxia, which means not enough oxygen, but anoxia, which is what she says, is when there's no oxygen at all. So Carter might mix up the terms since she's a physicist, but as a Air Force pilot, she should probably know the difference.
He's not he can't think.
No.
Yeah.
So she says anoxia, but it's hypoxia.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're basically drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never been this drunk, so I have no clue. Doesn't he like lob a pen at him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was out of it.
But he like snaps to it, and he is still he's still on point.
He is a Jafar.
Yeah. Do Americans use the term lob for throwing things?
Not really.
We definitely do in Australia.
Okay.
I guess, I lobbed it at him. Yeah, but it's not common.
Yeah, she's so patient.
Yeah.
Don't forget any. Yeah, a few short seconds.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Mm.
that's
I
15
do.
feet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is so Jacob said you. I love this sequence because it's one of those again those moments in like a ticking clock kind of episode
Uh-huh.
where they're so close and I remember when I watched this for the first time I didn't even consider what the hell they were gonna do when they got there. I was like, hey, they'll get there, they'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's like, oh
They didn't
crap,
know either.
Yeah.
they need to get
No, they
out of the
didn't.
damn glider.
Don't blow the canopy before we're ready. Oh yeah, right.
So there's a little bit of a goof coming up for about a minute from now. So when Tilk and Jack are transported aboard the scout ship, you'll notice the compartment door is closed, but in the following shot it's open.
Yes. Fair point.
I actually love that they get when they get beamed aboard, they're standing up straight, but as soon as the rings disappear, they fall.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
like my
They
favorite.
just
I don't know
flop over.
why. Yeah.
Okay.
Take a big breath.
Yeah, Ted said the US Air Force glider reminds him of when Starbuck hijacked the Cylon Raider. That was a cool time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Oh, I love the music. I don't know. This is like a magical
the
episode.
seatbelt
Yeah,
buckles
it's
fly
like
up.
it's like it's full of anticipation and
Yeah.
good
I love the way it
vibes.
ends as well. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
Cool shot. Yeah, door's shut.
But then Sam
And
sees them fall,
Yeah.
so it's open.
Yeah. Cool.
wakey wakey.
Eggs and bakey.
Probably could do with some eggs and bakey. They would have been floating there for a while without any food.
I love that because there's the delay. We hear it here, and then we hear it again on the other side, and everyone
Yes, when they're
celebrates
all
so
waiting in
Yeah,
beautifully.
absolutely.
anticipation for the
It's so
update.
cute.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
agree.
cute.
Ah,
And they throw
Jack.
all these papers up in the air. Like
It
who's
makes me
gonna
so
clean that mess?
happy. Yeah. Scylla probably.
Sila, yes.
I was in
Can
the
make him clean
neighborhood.
up. Oh.
Aw.
Aw,
By the
so
way, Jack,
casual.
you smell like pee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have peed on himself. Oh,
He
yeah,
would have,
you're
yeah.
right.
Maybe all that pee froze.
I don't think so.
I can dream.
Oh,
You would have been waiting with bated
Davis.
breath.
oh, absolutely.
And the Apollo
Yes.
13 papers in the air shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I love it. So, yeah, come on home.
Yeah, they don't need that paperwork anymore. They've solved their problem.
Yeah. So, according to Gateworld, this episode was well crafted plot-wise, with 3 main storylines skillfully intertwined, resulting in a tight narrative without gaps or loose ends.
That's
And
why
they
I like it.
compared it to Watergate, which seemed incomplete.
Right.
How
for sure.
dare they? No, it's fine. I get it.
No, it did seem incomplete.
Nah, I get it. I get it. But a Watergate, it will always be a banger, and I love it. So
Oh, for sure.
I still like it too. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
It
lie,
still
right?
has its
Season 4,
moments.
I'm having such a good time. There is
Me
no
too.
time this last, season where I've been like, oh, I have to do Wormhole Extremists and I have to watch the Bay. I'm coming in and I'm like, guys, we get to have fun.
This is the golden era of Stargate, in my humble
It
opinion.
really is.
I think this in season 7, so I'm really excited to bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
Season
So,
7 is also good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get to Lost City with you guys. We're gonna have such a good time.
Tangent, everyone. Thanks for
Woo.
watching.